Good morning and welcome back once again to Easy English Explanation by Pooja Joshi. So here we start Standard 9 Supplementary Reader Book Moments Book Lesson number 8. A house is not a home. So we had already completed and I had posted the first part or the first video. So let me move now to the second video. That's the second part of the lesson. Before that, please don't forget to subscribe my channel at the earliest. Okay, press the bell icon so that you can get the notification of the posted videos. Keep regularly watching and learning with fun. Learn and enjoy yourself with my channel and the videos. Do not forget to give comments on my videos. So let me tell you about the first part. In the first part, we had already seen an author girl who is just a teenage. She has been transferred or admitted to a new school which she does not feel like going there, as she feels that she is isolated and her friends also were admitted to different schools. So she is not willing to go to the high school. At the same time, one Sunday afternoon, she was sitting with her cat and doing her homework. Her house is on fire. Her mother rushes back to the house 2 times to bring all the important documents, as well as her father's memories like photographs, letters, and whatnot. And that author girl, she just says no. She shouts at mother to not go inside the burning house. And now what follows? Let's see. Will she be able to manage herself with the new situation without clothes, without proper books, without anything, without the daily necessities? How will she manage herself? What will happen to her? What will be her mental state? Let's see now. As usual, first let me read the word to word and then explanation will follow. I was about to run after her when I felt a large hand hold me back. It was a fireman. I hadn't even noticed that the street had already filled with fire trucks. I was trying to free myself from his grasp, yelling, "You don't understand, my mother's in there." He held on to me, and while other firefighters ran into the house, he knew that I wasn't acting very logically and that if he were to let go, I would run. He was right. So, what happened as the author girl was telling her mother, screaming at her to not go inside the burning house, as of course it's very, very dangerous, as we all know. I was about to run. He was about to run when a large hand of the fireman hold her back, because that fireman didn't want her to go inside the burning house after her mother. She hadn't noticed that already the were filled with the fire trucks. She was trying to free himself from the grasp. From the grasp means from the clutches or from the hold of that fireman, and yelling means shouting to the top of the voice, shouting to the top of her voice. But the fireman acted very logically, and the fireman knew that this little girl was not acting logically, was not applying mind and running after her mother in the burning house. Because if the fireman would have left her hand, then she would have obviously ran into the burning house, which is not correct. यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि फायरमैन जैसे ही वो अपनी मम्मी के पीछे दौड़ने लगती हैं, वैसे ही फायरमैन उसको आके पीछे से पकड़ लेता है, क्योंकि फायरमैन जानता है कि अगर वो उसका हाथ छोड़ देगा तो वो जलते हुए घर के अंदर चली जाएंगी अपनी मम्मी के पीछे, और जो कि बिल्कुल गलत बात है और ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, हमें ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. He held on to me while other firefighters ran into the house. He knew that I wasn't acting very logically, okay, and that if he were to let go, I would run. He was right. It's all right, they will get her, he said. He wrapped a blanket around me and sat me down in our car. Here, what happens? A fireman said that okay, no problem, they will definitely get her. The other firemen have already gone inside the house, they will bring your mother back, no need to worry. So he wrapped a blanket around the author girl and made her sit comfortably in her own car. Soon after that, a fireman emerged from our house with my mom in a tow. He quickly took her over to the truck and put an oxygen mask on her. I ran over and hugged her. All those times I ever argued with her and hated her vanished at the thought of losing her. So, here what happened when the firemen were back? They had her mom in a tow. Tow means like we are carrying some unwanted trucks or some unwanted cars or vehicles and taking them away. So, here tow means they were carrying behind themselves the mother of the author. Let me show you the meaning of tow. T-O-W. Yes. To pull a car or boat behind another vehicle using a rope or chain. But here it's pulling and properly bringing out her mother from the burning house. Okay, so let us come back to our explanation. The author hated herself when her mother she argued with her mother. That time the author hated her mother, but now when she was felt that my mother may have lost her life in the fire, I will lose my mother and I have to stay alone, because already her father is also no more. Father has also passed away. So she ran and just hugged her mother when the fire persons, they put an oxygen mask on her. As she came from inside a burning house, then she must have inhaled smoke, so they put an oxygen mask on her. जैसे कि फायरमैन ने इनकी मम्मी को, राइटर की मम्मी को लेके आए, तो उन लोगों ने उनको कंफर्टेबल किया और उनके ऊपर ऑक्सीजन मास्क उन्हें लगाया ताकि वो सांस ले सके. तो राइटर सोचने लगे कि जब भी उन्होंने अपनी मम्मी के साथ कोई बहसबाजी की थी, अपनी मम्मी को हेट करते थे या बहस करते थे, तो ये सब विचार उसके दिमाग से एकदम निकल गए. इस सोच से ही निकल गए कि उनकी मम्मी अपनी जान खो सकती थी, वे मर भी सकती थी, और अपनी मम्मी को खोने के डर से उनके मन में से सारे बुरे विचार निकल गए जब जब उन्होंने अपनी मम्मी को हेट किया था. क्योंकि मम्मियाँ अक्सर बच्चों को टोकती हैं अच्छे के लिए, और बच्चे उन्हें उन बातों को सही तरीके से नहीं समझ पाते हैं. She is going to be okay, said the fireman. She just inhaled a little smoke. And then he ran back to fight the fire while my mother and I sat there dazed. I remember watching my house burn down and thinking that there was nothing I could do about it. The fireman said, okay, no problem, she will be all right soon. It's just that she has inhaled a little smoke because she was inside a burning house. And then firefighters, they rushed back to the house to put off the fire. And mother and writer, they both sat there dazed. Dazed means totally they were shocked. They did not know what to do. So the author remembers watching the house burn down. Okay, her house was burned down and she could do nothing about it. She could do nothing about where the house was burned down. ओके, तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि ऑथर अपना हाउस को जलता हुआ देखते रहते हैं और ये इसके बारे में कुछ भी नहीं कर पाते हैं। ठीक है, तो आइए अब हम आगे देखते हैं। 5 hours later, the fire was finally out. Our house was almost completely burned down. But then it struck me. I hadn't seen my cat. Where was my cat? Much to my horror, I realized that she was nowhere to be found. Then all at once it hit me. The new school, the fire, my cat. I broke down in tears and cried and cried. I was suffering loss big time. So after 5 hours, the fire was finally out. After 5 hours of continuous hard work of the firefighters, the fire stopped. It was put off. A house almost burned completely by that time. 5 hours is a quite big enough time. Then it struck to the author that she hadn't seen her cat since long. Where was her cat? Where the cat must have gone? And she thought, horrified at the fact that if she had been burned down in the fire, oh no, like what would happen? Is my cat gone? Then all the ideas suddenly coming to her mind hit her of the new school which she did not want to go, the fire which she did not want, anybody doesn't want either, the cat which was gone. So the writer girl thought that it is quite a big loss to her. She is getting all the negative ideas and negative things in her mind that everything is happening with her that is wrong. That is new school, the fire, and my cat. She cried and cried like anything, and she thought that, and she was suffering a big loss. राइटर गर्ल जैसे कि 5 घंटे बाद जब आग बुझी तब तक घर उनका पूरी तरह से जल चुका था, पर राइटर गर्ल को सडनली एक बात याद आई, एक आइडिया एकदम से उसके दिमाग में आया कि मेरी कैट कहाँ है। उसने अपनी कैट के बारे में अभी तक उसे ख्याल नहीं आया था, क्योंकि जब ये घर जला तो कैट उसके साथ ही थी, पर उसकी कैट कहीं नज़र नहीं आ रही थी। तो राइटर के दिमाग में सारी नेगेटिव बातें, सारे बुरे ख्याल ही आ रहे हैं कि अब तक मेरे साथ सारा बुरा हो रहा है, ये मेरे लिए एक बहुत बड़े नुकसान का, लॉस का समय है। मेरी कैट नज़र नहीं आ रही, मेरे घर पे आग लग गई है, मेरा घर पूरी तरह से जल चुका है और मुझे न्यू स्कूल भी जाना पड़ रहा है। The firemen wouldn't let us go back into the house that night. It was still too dangerous, dead or alive. I couldn't imagine leaving without knowing about my cat. Regardless, I had to go. We piled into the car with just the clothes on our backs and a few of the fireman's blankets and made our way to my grandparents' house to spend the night. The firemen wouldn't let us go back to the house that night. Firemen told that, okay, we have put off the fire, but still it's very, very dangerous, as well as hot burning ashes. You should not step inside the house. Maybe somewhere here and there, a little fire may be there, and already it's too hot and dangerous. So you should not go. But writer was wishing to see and know about the whereabouts of the cat, whether she is dead or whether she is alive. But still, she had to go with her mother to the grandparents' house. So they just had the belongings of some clothes and fireman's blankets. फायरमैन इन्हें अपने घर में वापस नहीं जाने दे रहा था, क्योंकि ये डेंजरस है, ख़तरनाक है कि घर अभी आग तो बुझा दी है, पर अभी हमें अच्छे से पता नहीं है कि अंदर के हालात क्या है। और राइटर को जानना था अपनी बिल्ली के बारे में कि वो ज़िंदा भी है या नहीं, पर वो जान नहीं पाए। उन्हें कैट कहीं भी नज़र नहीं आई, इसीलिए वो अपने थोड़े बहुत जो भी कपड़े वगैरह थे और जो फायरमैन ने उनको कंबल दिए थे वो सब लेके अपने ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स के यहाँ, अपने दादा दादी नाना नानी के यहाँ चले गए वो रात गुजारने के लिए। विद दिस आई वुड लाइक टू एंड द सेकेंड वीडियो, दैट इज़ द सेकेंड पार्ट ऑफ A house is not a home, chapter number 8. Bye bye. See you. Please do keep in touch with your studies regularly. It's very necessary. Bye bye. See you once again.